and criminal defense attorney Tamara Holder. Tamara, Murdaugh could face life in prison, but let's go over the charges one more time for our viewers catching up. Count 1, guilty for the murder of Margaret Maggie Murdaugh. Count 2, guilty for the murder of Paul Murdaugh. Count 3, guilty of possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime. That's for Maggie's murder. And count 4, the same exact charge for Paul's murder. We expect sentencing today in minutes. But what exactly will we see happen?
Well, both sides are going to present either mitigation on the defense side or aggravation in the prosecution side. And what that means is they're going to the judge and they're saying, the defense is going to say, look, this is a man who had no criminal background prior to this. He was an upstanding member of the society. He was a volunteer. He was a loving husband, all of those things, blah, blah, blah. He's such a great guy. And then on the prosecution side, they're going to say, this is not only a bad guy who killed his family. This wasn't some just random case. This was premeditated. He has 99 other crimes that he's been indicted for on 19 separate indictments. This is a bad guy, and he deserves to have the book thrown at him. And you just played the soundbite from the prosecutor, which is what we're going to probably expect to hear again in the courtroom, that money and power and wealth and being a white man in society today does not excuse you from breaking the law.
In terms of the death penalty, could he face that?
No, they're not seeking the death penalty. It's a case where he's looking at 30 years to life. And that's why this mitigation and aggravation, and again, also the people who testify on his behalf or in favor of a longer sentence in the aggravation side of the case, that will help the judge determine what is his sentence going to be.
We know that the defense made a motion for a mistrial. That was denied promptly by the judge. But do you think they'll appeal?
Certainly, almost all cases, whether they're civil cases or criminal cases, they go up on appeal. There are always issues at trial. I don't really see any that stand out to me in this case. Of course, there was a juror that was dismissed, right before they began to deliberate because she was talking to other people. I don't know if that's going to be something that, turns the case around for him, but certainly we can expect appeals.
Because he's already admitted to guilt for stealing and defrauding these clients and others under oath, will we then see him in court again, or will all of that be settled outside of court?
Who knows? We do know that he admitted to financial crimes on the stand. We do know that that's not going to bode well for him in his other cases of stealing money. And so we'll see. I mean, he could plead those cases out, or he could continue to fight them. There's, I'm sure, a lot of money left for him to spend, and he's probably going to enjoy doing that behind bars, fighting for himself and his freedom.
Where is there a lot of money? I mean, he certainly has stolen a lot of money that he has to pay restitution for. So where is the money he is going to be able to afford this particular fight?
Well, there's property. Of course, the government is going to try to attach onto those things in these other crimes, and other lawyers, of course, who are representing victims of his financial crimes. But one of the interesting things is we heard through a jailhouse conversation that somebody paid for his $60,000 for his son, Butch, who was kicked out of law school for plagiarism.
Buster.
Of all things, lying. Yes, Buster was kicked out of law school for lying. Somebody paid $60,000 apparently to try to get him back into law school. So I think that there is certainly money to be found. Whether it's going to go to him or to his victims, we shall see.
All right. I know that at least one of the victims, the housekeeper who died on his property, the family was stolen from by Alec Murdaugh. They have already received some money, according to the attorney representing them. Tamara Holder, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.